I'm JW Randolph, the Legislative Associate for Washington, D.C., for Appalachian Voices. What we've seen from the administration and from the EPA, despite recognizing the fact that mountaintop removal is having a devastating impact on our mountains and our communities, is that they're continuing to permit the practice. So we're having a little bit of cognitive dissonance here, trying to figure out what the administration and the agencies plan to do.
In southern West Virginia, the place where I was born, there's something evil happening, there's something evil going on. They're tearing up our mountains, they're taking away our hills, destroying all our homeland and making valley fills.
EPA, stop the approval. We don't want mountaintop removal. EPA, stop the approval. We don't want mountaintop removal. EPA!
In Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, our mountains are being destroyed so that we can flip a light switch, so that we can plug in our iPods, so that we can live comfortably as Americans.
So we've got this one town, 98% of the people in the town have some sort of gallbladder disease or problem because of the water that is being poisoned by coal companies and mountaintop removal practices. That is aiding in the death and destruction of citizens and taxpayers of this country.
This is one of the key issues in the United States. This is one of the most important, impacting things.
President Obama has campaigned and spoken out against mountaintop removal, and we think that the Environmental Protection Agency and the Army Corps of Engineers have recognized that there are severe impacts from mountaintop removal mining on watersheds, on mountains, on communities, and yet they're continuing to permit the practice.
West Virginia cannot continue to be killed by our government in sanctioned ways.
A lot of Americans get their energy from this practice, and they don't know how they're getting it.
Our tax dollars are going to subsidize coal companies. Our tax dollars are going to subsidize mountaintop removal.
Senator Mike Gravel's daughter, I don't know if any of you watched the early Democratic debates, but he was out there talking about the state of our government, which is really more of a corporatocracy rather than a democracy. So you've got special interests and you've got a lot of money in politics. And the money in politics is, it's not one person, one vote. It's $1, one vote.
I think what they don't understand, without going and spending time in the coal fields and seeing mountaintop removal and seeing valley fills and seeing these communities firsthand, what they don't understand is that no amount of regulation is going to make it economically sustainable or environmentally sound or beneficial to our communities to blast off the tops of some of the oldest mountains in the world and dump the toxic waste into our rivers and headwater streams.
Because we're calling on the Environmental Protection Agency to protect our environment. Do your job. EPA, please, deliver us from Governor Do your job!
Are we frustrated with the pace at which the administration is acting to stop mountaintop removal? Absolutely. And I think that what we have to do in Washington, D.C. and what folks at home have to do is every day engage the political actors of this country, engage your congressman, engage your senator in stopping this practice as soon as possible. Relate to them the urgency of what's going on. People are losing their water, people are losing their health, their communities, their mountains today, right now. It's no joke, we got to do it.
County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River, the abandoned old prison down by Avery Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. saying, Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
The same old song, peace to the earth is gone, and on, it's the same old song, peace to the earth is gone, and on, it's the same old song, peace to the earth is gone, and on, it's the same old song, peace to the earth is gone.